Yeah.
I hear everyone's cases for MVP. Yung favorites si LeBron, AD,
Ah.
Giannis, Luca. They're always gonna be there. But there are two people I really want to win
Go,
MVP,
shoot,
and
shoot.
it's not CP3 or Booker or Aiton. No,
I
no,
was gonna say Booker.
no.
Is it
Phoenix.
Ubre? Is it
No,
Ubre?
no,
I bet it's Ubre.
not Ubre. You mean Trash Bray,
Trash
bro? The
Bray.
Brick Man. Grabe yun.
Baka
No, no, no.
Cameron Payne.
Cameron.
Literal
Cameron Johnson, bro.
pain.
Basta yun. But there's two people I want to win this year. The first one is Steph. He has so many annoying ass haters, bro, online. And I think
Yeah.
warranted naman because it's for the past few years, I mean, he's been shimmying across all the teams and wiping them off the court for 3 quarters and sitting out the fourth quarter. He's had such a good team for so long. Kaya ngayon, he's been brought down to earth. He's being shat upon. So, like, people can make fun of him now, making those faces kapag they lose by 30 points or something.
Right.
But I want him to prove to everyone how good he actually was before Durant came in. But that's gonna
Agree.
be hard kasi, di ba, wala si Clay, Draymond still out. But if he does make that run, na parang, oh shit, the Warriors are good nga pa. He is the greatest shooter of all time nga pala. Hey everyone, welcome to the Meaning of Life podcast. With me here today are Cisco, Rob, and Enzo. And Cisco is uh, an OKC diehard fan, with Rob being a migrated Clippers to Nets fan, and Enzo being a Bucks Nuggets fanboy for this season. So, hey guys, musta naman?
Goods,
You
goods.
doing good? You doing well? Merry Christmas.
Merry
Merry
Merry,
Christmas,
Christmas.
guys.
Merry Christmas, everyone, and a Happy New Year.
Yep.
And a Happy New Year. And dahil New Year niya, every New Year, we get to make new predictions for the new season. And, of course, ngayong season na to, itong, this latest season that we have, so very peculiar. 72 games lang. And, all the games are played, no fans involved and everything. So, gusto ko matanong sa inyo, with everything changing, ano yung predictions nyo, guys? Sino yung magiging NBA champion for this year?
Okay, so after a very, very disappointing end to last season's run, I was a former Clippers fan. I was so fed up. You follow a team for so
How
long, like I
long?
did, 8 years.
How long?
8 years
Damn.
since Lob City started. I followed that team for 8 years, and nothing happened after all that. So I migrated to the Nets, and I think my prediction. I'm kind of torn between the Lakers and the Nets because the Lakers don't look like they're gonna slow down anytime soon, especially with a lot of their core players are still there, and I think with their new additions in Schroeder and Harrell, and I think they've become a lot more versatile when it comes to what they have as second option for their
Yeah,
team.
yeah.
Coming off the bench, it's a lot more versatile, and obviously I got the Nets going because if you've watched their games this week, it was actually so really surprising to watch them uh, mesh really well together. You wouldn't think guys like KD and si Kyrie, ball dominant guys, and they play well off each other. And but yung bench nila, like you would be surprised even their bench is doing a lot of work. Si Dinwiddie
Yeah.
still doing some
Right.
work. Sino Levert's still doing work. My only worry for them though, and this is why I'm kind of torn between them and the Lakers, it's that they have so many good players for second options. I have a feeling that some ego problems are gonna come out sooner or later.
Right.
Uh, and that's ultimately what happened. That's what happened to the Clippers, Lob City. That's why they fell apart because
Who
lots
wanted?
of good
Who?
guys who
What
wanted
happened
to
there? Yeah.
long the short of it is the Clippers, there was a lot of whisper. I think JJ Redick said it this way. There was a lot of whispers in corners as opposed to them being upfront with each other. Because you got
Yeah.
CP3 who's an absolute like leader, he's a natural born
Right.
leader. And you got Blake who also wants to be a leader. And so a lot of those personalities just kind of bump and grind against each other, and over time it doesn't really do well. And yeah, apart from that, it was the pettiness though, the that really tore them apart. The pettiness of it, and I think if you guys remember the 2015 choke job they did, that it was against the Rockets, JJ Redick broke it down and said they were and as in terms of togetherness, and you know how a team needs to be together. In terms of that, the
Yeah.
Rockets were just more together than the Clippers were, and
Yeah.
that's ultimately what became their downfall. I
Gusto ko
think
na
I'm worried. Yeah,
kailangan mo i-specify yung year na choke job nila kasi there's quite a number yata, no?
There's quite a
it was yeah
number.
that choke job.
Take your
There
pick.
was
Take your pick.
but nothing hurts more than the one last year though. Honestly, we were we were this close, but you know it happens. But yeah, that's why I think over time we're gonna see this is an early prediction after all. Over time we're gonna see naman if the Nets truly are the greater contender because it's a team game. You know, no one man can beat a team. There's also durability. We're talking about if we're talking durability as a team, KD and Kyrie are not exactly durable when you think about it. Um,
Mhm.
and with that, I think you know if they just stay healthy, I think they'll stay healthy and be you know willing to play a role. I think that will be good for them as a unit. But yeah, Lakers or Nets for me.
Yeah. Cisco thoughts?
I agree sa Lakers. I actually feel that they're still the heavy favorites. One, because LeBron's still there. Two,
Yeah.
Right.
because AD's still there. And
Yeah,
I think yung duo nila is like yung pinaka compatible sa mga duos in the whole NBA. Kasi
I
with
agree.
LeBron, he's transitioned from being a scorer to now being of such a great playmaker. As in,
Right.
sobrang mas magaling na siya sa mga iba pang point guards. And then you have AD
he led the league right last year in assists.
in assists. And
Did
then
for in year sorry, it's year 18, 17. It's crazy.
18, I think year
It's
18.
crazy.
Yeah.
And
Yung
it's not
durability
like
niya.
it's not like he took a back seat na parang, you know, like guys like Kyle Korver, JJ Redick, they can stay until they're 40 because
Yeah.
they're gonna start. Vince Carter took a back seat. He became a shooter. He became a ball mover. But LeBron did not take into a wing position. He became a playmaker. He became
Playmaker.
a
Yeah.
point
Yeah.
guard.
This is why,
That's crazy.
sobrang iba pa rin, iba, the GOAT debate is still something arguable, but right now, I think LeBron's definitely the best player in the league right now.
Oh
But,
yeah.
In the league.
yeah, in the league. Right now.
Currently active.
Yeah. The way, and, yun nga, I still think they're favorites because the guys they brought in, I think they're better than those who they had before. Schroeder,
Right.
Mhm.
I think Schroeder's an upgrade over Rondo.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
and yeah, younger
Younger,
Yeah.
too.
scarier
He's
scoring
only 28.
option.
He's only 28. And I think Harrell's a great upgrade over McGee, Howard, and I think they got Gasol not necessarily for him to score or like not even defensive presence. I feel like it's all the leadership he brings in. I think that's a big part.
Yeah. Playmaking din
So
yeah.
I think it's for the Lakers to lose, not to repeat. Still think they're heavy favorites, and Kuzma's been playing well despite all
Mhm.
the
All the
bashing he
vitriol
gets,
about
all
Kuzma.
the Instagram
Kuzma.
bashing he gets. But yeah, I still think heavy favorites, but maybe another from the East. I think Giannis is going to redeem himself. I mean,
Yeah.
all the hate he got after winning MVP and Defensive Player of the Year in
Yeah.
a season that he didn't even reach the conference finals. I think that's gonna put something to your heart. So I think he's
Right.
gonna redeem himself at least conference finals.
Yeah.
I think that's a really good point to make. Kasi I feel like more than anything this year, like aside from the Nets, of course the Nets is like a new team. But I don't see anyone like making like a big jump this year. Like no team like I mean we came from a weird year, but there's no team that's like going from like an eighth to a second or an eighth to a third. kind of team this year. It's more of who are the X factors in this season. For me, that's where I'm coming from when I say who's going to take it. And when I see Lakers, when I hear Lakers, grabe. 'Di ba? Like, how did you get Schroeder and
And Harrell.
Harrell, 'di ba? Among your all the other guys you got. And yun nga, Mark Gasol, what I want the day I found out Mark Gasol joined is I looked up Kevin Love outlet passes. Kasi inisip ko, now that's Gasol.
Yeah.
Gasol can do that
Yeah.
now. So like, maybe we'll see the return of fast break LeBron. Kasi fast break LeBron disappeared. Kasi di na siya yung nag-outlet pass kay AD.
Yeah, tama.
But now it's like, what if he could get that extra 4.6 points a game just from his presence? So that's crazy. With Bucks, I think Drew Holiday. I feel like for all of the Bogdanovich like drama that happened, I think Drew Holiday opens up so much more than people think he will. Not for Giannis, but for Chris,
Mhm.
because you give Chris, like, Chris is not the sole burden of I gotta take the last shot. Like
Yeah.
I feel like now in 2021 you can't just have shooters anymore. Like, we've seen the Rockets experiment happen, and we've seen the Bucks 5 out happen, and now we realize it's more than the 3-point shooting. It's the shot creation. And when you allow Drew Holiday to be just as tenacious, just as scary, just as driven to score, and an amazing defender too, you take off so much of Chris Middleton's plate, and maybe we'll have him be the number two Giannis needs this season. So ako talaga, I think Bucks have a very good, like a big margin of improvement from last year just
Yeah.
because of Drew.
Yeah, you know, Enzo, I agree with most of what you said, pero may sinabi ka
Okay.
na ano ako na I have to disagree, and that's, you know,
Okay.
when you said no one will take the leap, no, I feel like
Okay,
one
okay.
team will take a very big leap this year, from
Ah!
not going
Okay.
to the playoffs,
Can I guess? Can I
for a
guess?
decade,
Can
for
I
a
guess?
decade, diba?
It
You can guess,
was.
Cisco, you can guess.
Feeling ko ano yan? Portland, no?
No,
No,
no, no, no, no,
no,
no, no, no, no, no, no. Wrong P,
Portland,
wrong P.
Portland. No,
Okay,
that's a
okay.
bad shot. I oh.
It's the Kings, right? It's the Kings.
It's the Kings. Wrong purple,
Yeah,
wrong purple.
the king. The Kings do be balling though. The Kings are balling this year. They started
Magic are 3-0 and leading the East.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Cleveland din eh. Cleveland din, nasa top of the standings eh.
Yeah, holy crap, on Cleveland. Grabe. Pero no.
Oh.
I mean realistically though, I love if like Phoenix gets like a top 4 seed. That's like dream come true. Pero feeling
Do
ko
you think that's
realistically,
what's the ceiling, what's the floor? What's the likeliness for Suns?
the
Because I don't
ceiling,
think
I
I don't think
mean,
they're gonna enter contention. I don't think they're gonna contend. But they're definitely in the playoffs, like without a doubt. So what's your
yeah,
call
it
for Suns, dude?
I think it really depends on ano. It doesn't depend on Booker na. It depends on yung tandem ni CP3 and DeAndre, if they can actually work that out. Kasi DeAndre's been gradually improving. I mean, I think it's obvious na they should have gotten, I mean, come on. Taking him over Luka. I mean, gets naman na they already have Booker, but Luka's like once in a generation kind of talent.
Sayang talaga
Parang,
yun. Yeah.
I love Phoenix. I love Phoenix. They're so great. Repeat until true. Pero ayun, so it depends on if CP3 can make DeAndre
A
Ayton
better.
kind of like DeAndre Jordan but with shooting. That would be great. And if kaya nila yon, I feel like kaya naman 4 seed, 5th
4 seed.
seed. But realistically, like 6th to 7th, I feel like they won't be like fringe, cause there's always the West is stacked in Nuggets.
Yeah.
Apart from Lakers, diba? Apart from Lakers, Clippers. I mean, we laugh at the Clippers, pero I'm sure naman na they're gonna be a top seed. Apart from
I have
Lakers,
something to
Clippers.
say about that, but later na yun.
Oh, hindi ba sila sure para sa'yo? Do you think
uh,
they're talking a lot?
the biggest threat to them really is still the Lakers. I mean,
Yeah.
you see what happens. The Lakers, and I think even if you could argue that they're the only team that can beat the Lakers, what happened last year was that they forgot that they had to go up against the Nuggets and had to go up against other teams, because you can absolutely build an entire team to go up against a certain team, but you forget that you're going against an entire league here, and that's what the Clippers don't have going for them. Like naman nangyari like just earlier today. They lost by like 51 points. I don't know if you guys watched the game. I intentionally did not
Biggest
watch that game.
biggest halftime blowout in NBA history. 50
Y-
points by halftime.
Yeah, and
That's
their
crazy.
shooting was so bad. That wala pa si Kawhi on the floor, but that's not an excuse in my opinion. Because Paul George has been shown to carry the team before. I don't know what
Yeah.
happened today, but the inconsistency with the Clippers team is so annoying to watch, and I don't think if that keeps happening, I don't think they're gonna be like any kind of favorites this year.
Yeah. You Rob, if we're being honest, I think Kawhi needs to laying off. I feel like it's really talagang hinahurt ng pag-load man. No one manages load worse than Kawhi. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah,
he takes like half a season, like basta a large chunk of the season away. And ayun, nakita naman sa playoffs, like even when they were at full power, like they didn't look like half the team that they could have been. Lalo na when the Nuggets made that 3-1 comeback. And that was like, ah, grabe, sayang. What could
I
have
think the
been?
I,
problem sa Clippers kasi is that they don't have a facilitator.
Yeah.
Beverly is not the right fit for them.
He's a
Uh,
shooting guard.
even Lou Wills is more of a scorer than a
yeah, he's a
playmaker.
Lou Will's a
scorer. So,
scorer.
kailangan talaga nila facilitator. Eh. I feel like,
At this
because Kawhi and PG, I don't think they can facilitate, but I feel like they're more of a shot creator than they facilitate.
yeah.
So, parang with the Lakers, you have LeBron na eh. But for Clippers, iba-iba yung nagpa-facilitate sa kanila and it's not even consistent.
It's not a motion offense.
Yeah,
Diba?
it's
It's
not.
not.
Puro
Well,
ISO nga lang sila eh. So,
what?
I feel like that's what they need and they still haven't filled that gap.
I crossed my fingers last year that they'd sign Jeremy Lin, but okay, sana.
Hey, okay, sana yun. But okay, the thing is, I was so hot about Kawhi and PG on the pick and roll. I thought that would be like a killer
Yeah.
combo, but then you realize that you take away one of like maybe their second or third deadliest skills, which is the corner shot. Like that's what made Kawhi so deadly in the Spurs, because he was there to either take the corner three or pump fake, dribble, pull up, or drive to the basket. And same with PG. Like they they need to stay off the ball.
Yeah.
Not in a way na spot up na sila, but they need to start half court on the corners, on the wings. Like they really are
Yeah.
built to.
PG's best
Yeah.
season was with OKC because of Westbrook. He was an
Yeah,
MVP.
exactly.
He was an MVP contender for that time. So
Yeah.
talagang it's better if they have a real facilitator, and Beverly's not. That's plain and simple. He's not. He's just not. He's just not that type of player.
Enzo question actually.
Ah,
Do you think the Bucks, I feel
hmm.
like it's a predicted matchup na pwede conference finals Bucks
Ah,
Nets. I mean, I think it's very like people are really looking into that. If not
right.
Bucks Nets, maybe a combination of Bucks Nets Heat, or but Bucks Nets Celtics Heat.
Yeah.
So, those four teams, but mostly it's Bucks and Nets because Giannis versus KD. You think
Right.
do you think Giannis has a chance?
Okay. I have one thing to ask first, and is that can Mike Budenhauser like step it up this year? Because he never changes his scheme. He is not like okay. I'm not trying to say like be a Brad Stevens type, or be an Eric Spoelstra. Like those guys are like chess players. They're like, sige, magto 2-3 ka, I'm going to switch up. I'm gonna reverse my rotation. Budenhauser can't do that. He plays 5 out with Giannis as the point, and he plays drop coverage with Brook Lopez sitting in the paint, which is great for 82 games. But when you have a team where your two best players are three-level scorers, you have KD who can pull up from anywhere on court, is 7 foot tall, 6'11". You have Kyrie who is a three-level scorer who has a clutch shot, mad handles, pulls up anywhere in mid range, and is a crazy finisher. These are guys who literally like create a big gap in the Bucks defense. The Bucks
Yeah.
is allow them to take threes and guard the paint. But the Nets are designed to do that. And actually, I think that's what makes the Nets extra scary this year. Everyone has turned into a defend the paint, defend the three. So shot creation is so much more important now. And KD and Kyrie have that. Can Giannis do it? I think if you say offense to offense, even though I'd say Nets have a better offense, Bucks have the better defense. And I don't think the Nets have what it takes on that end of the court yet. Like, let's watch the season and see how it goes. But like now, I see that they're the team that needs to outscore. I know, syempre, to win, you need to outscore. But like, I see
Yeah.
them playing the same way the 2018 Rockets were, which is offense, 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 and just like dominate. Like I'm thinking, 2017, 2016, 2017 Warriors, where you could just blow out a team by the third quarter, but they had defense. They had mad defense. What I'm trying to say is like, I think Nets are crazy now in the regular season. I want to see how they'll be in a 7 game series. But between Nets and Bucks, the Bucks haven't proven anything for me to say it's a sure win either way.
Yeah. Oh, you mean the Nets? The Nets haven't proven anything yet.
Oh no, I'm saying the Bucks, like they
Oh, the
haven't
Bucks.
proven that they can like close out the 7 game
Oh yeah.
series. Because once they falter, there's no fighting
Yeah.
spirit. Right? Like Heat,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
could never discount the Heat in the last playoff run because no matter how down I felt they were, like it's so overrated, but like I felt the puso in that one. I don't feel that
Yeah.
from the Bucks. I don't feel it from their coach. I don't feel it from Giannis, who's supposed to be their leader. I don't feel it from their entire rotation, and I definitely don't feel it from Pat Connaughton, who's somehow playing 20 minutes. Why? Like he's okay. He's not even a great guy. I straight up don't like him on the court and off the court. Like dude's bad for like the Milwaukee population, but that's another that's another rant.
Inatake yung magkatao. What did Pat Connaughton do to you, man? What did he do to you?
Man, no, okay. Pat Connaughton owns so much real estate in Milwaukee. I just have to say, like, he owns so much real estate, and he's like buying out lots of local businesses there and putting up like condo. Oh yeah, yeah, dude. Like Pat Connaughton's like a Milwaukee villain apparently. I only found this out recently. And then I can't forgive him for taking 20 minutes on a very crucial year. Give it to Torrey Craig, dude. I love Torrey Craig.
Isn't it? What's his salary? Isn't he making like? Is he making like big bank in from
He
Milwaukee
signed an
now?
extension, I think.
Yeah,
Some yeah,
I
this
think
year
he's
now.
like double. Pat Connaughton. Yeah, I think he's
That
like into
Connaughton
double.
salary.
Yeah.
I
Rob,
think he says he's
who
earning like
Yan.
1 million, 2 million.
3 years, 16 million.
Oh wow, never mind. Yeah.
Yeah. But no, this year he's making 1.8.
okay, that's like I mean that's big. I mean for us, but that's like role player type of money. So Rob, sino ano mo? Who's your MVP pick for the year?
Okay. MVP. Um, it's probably gonna show how much of a bias I have with the Nets, but I'm torn between KD and AD. Maybe you can even put
Wow.
LeBron in
AD.
there. KD, I still think he's got it in him. Honestly, um,
Okay.
I still think he's got it in him. He's really nose to nose there with LeBron and AD. Because from last season, palang I think di ba people were saying that yeah, and it's robbed LeBron of the MVP, but I'm thinking to myself, I actually don't know. I'm actually not sure anymore how they judge these things. But if I were to judge
Yeah.
on players that give value, who's valuable as a player, and makes their other teammates more valuable, I'd have to say KD because he not like you said, he's a 3 level scorer. He can play good defense as well, and
He's
in
long. He's
turn,
so long.
yeah, in turn, he makes his teammates better just because of his presence too. Because having a guy like that on your team, it's like it uplifts your spirit. Parang okay, this guy's back. He's still in his. I'm guessing he's still in his prime. And then you see him perform after such a long time away, and he's still the same. It's like, whoa, okay. I think he's still got some gas left in the tank. But you can say the same about LeBron, which and with the way the momentum is in the Lakers, because they won last year.
Right.
So that's why
True.
I'm saying that they probably it's really tight with them. But if KD can prove that he's still the same KD from the Warriors, and maybe even back in the Thunder too, that basically still the same guy, I think he'll be the front runner for MVP. But you got LeBron, who as you guys said, he's the best, probably the best playmaker in the league right now too. If you can see him, he's probably gonna lead. I'm gonna predict he's gonna lead the league in assists again, and maybe even in points too. But the thing is, with the momentum on their side, if LeBron has his eyes on the goal talaga right off the bat, I think he and KD will be dueling for that MVP spot. Of course, I gotta put in some. I got like two other guys who were in there. I want to say Luca at some point, because Luca can still his ceiling, like his look at his floor and you look at his ceiling. It's like, okay, I'm excited to see where this guy is gonna go. And he's older than us, right? Or is he our age? He's younger,
He's
older.
younger. He's younger
He's
than
He's
younger
us.
than
younger.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Okay,
younger.
yeah. This is his floor. If you think this is his floor, imagine his ceiling. And it's only the start of the season. Imagine how much he's gonna grow over the span of this one season. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I got from my head takes.
I'm surprised you
Yeah.
didn't mention my Balkan boy.
Wait, which one? There's a lot of
Sino
Balkan
Balkan
boys.
boy?
The MVP Balkan boy. I'm surprised you didn't mention Luca, dude.
No, yeah, I
Like,
did. Luca's here. Luca's here in the list, but I think KD can still outshine him. But he's been in the league longer, basically. So
I mean, KD
fair.
has a good narrative, no, to have
how
Redemption.
much does that
redemption
have
arc.
to? How much does that have
I think
effect on your?
Narratives.
every season it's different. The way how MVPs win. Minsan
Yeah.
it's about
Yeah.
stats. Minsan it's about narrative. I think right, ako kasi, like this season, if you base it on stats, I'd say LeBron and Giannis are still heavy MVP favorites. But
Yeah.
if you base it on narrative, I think the top three would be KD, Luca, and I think a third, it's Lillard.
Okay. Okay.
Damien.
And
Damien.
I'm saying narrative for KD, it's just because of redemption. But for
Okay.
Luca and Dame, I think it's more on how they place in the West for the playoffs.
Agree. I agree.
If Luca and Dame could steer their teams into like third seed or fourth seed, I think they can win the MVP.
Yeah.
I feel like all the more for Dame pa than Luca. Kasi I think si Luca can just ball out eh. Like, okay, let's pull up his stats last season. He was at 28.8 points, 8.8 assists, 9.4 rebounds. That's crazy.
And
Yeah.
if Luca improve, I think one more thing I forgot to say. If Luca improves his 3 point shooting, I think he'll be a big front runner for MVP too.
And that's only because he's such a ball handler. He's like Harden. He's like European Harden.
Yeah.
He's like European chunky Harden, diba? Like
Yeah.
that guy takes so many step backs, so many side steps, so
I think
many
yun
ISO shots.
yun nga, iba-iba yung ano eh, parang iba-iba yung goalpost every year. I think the weirdest one was the year where Westbrook won actually when he averaged a triple-double.
The
Tapos the
triple
next year,
double.
'di ba? The next year he averaged a triple-double again. Pero
Yeah, but he didn't win.
he
But I
didn't
guess it's
win
all,
kasi
yun yung
tapos na.
narrative kasi yun eh. I feel like it's
Yeah.
because KD left. So like, and then he
Yeah.
brought OKC to 6th seed pa rin with
Right.
a bunch of losers. So I
But
still
okay,
that's why he won.
What's Dame's case, bro? Like sige, let's say sabihin
I
natin
think with
2021 Dame MVP.
I feel
What's the
like with Lillard
story?
because wait, first off, I actually didn't like Dame before.
Okay.
But like after last season, kasi diba alam niyo naman yung beef ni Westbrook and Lillard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
so I didn't like Lillard before. I found him too cocky. But then after last season, he actually proved a lot of haters wrong. And now he got good pieces actually in Portland. They brought in Robert Covington, Derek Jones Jr. is a great defender, and then
Love him.
they still have Melo off the bench who played great for them last season. So I feel like it's for them to lose now since they already got the pieces. Dame got what he wants. He wants a championship team around him. He got
Yeah.
great pieces. Is CJ McCollum still there? And then you still have Nurkic. Nurkic is I think Nurkic is one of the underrated bigs. He posts a
Yeah.
double double almost every game. So I feel like it's for them to lose. I don't see them vying for the 6 to 8 seed. I think they should be in the third to fifth seed somehow.
Yeah, and kunyari makakuha sila ng like top pick, I feel like something Dame has is yung backing yung like respect din ng fans eh. Kasi he's been
Yeah.
at it for so long, diba? He's been a dog sa league for so long na parang, this guy's good. Like, everyone knows this guy's good. This guy's ice cold, killer, rami na niyang game ending, series ending, buzzy beating shots, and yung kulang na lang is
PG.
where are the wins?
And he,
Oh,
he
si PG.
refuses to leave. He refuses to leave the Blazers too. And I think that's one thing with narrative, with our narrative. I think that's a good narrative to have if you're running for MVP.
Yeah.
Like when your loyalty to a single team.
Yeah. Ikaw ba, Enzo?
Okay. I love the cases made so far. I just want to like really double down on why I think Luca can really take a big leap this year. Like I'm not like I don't think there's much farther you can go if you're in your second year and you're already nearly at a double double at a triple double. Like I don't think there's much jump you can go anymore from here. Like maybe it goes from 28 to 30, maybe it goes from 8 to 9 assists. But more than anything, I just think it's the aging of his team that will allow him to like I will that will allow the Mavs to dominate the same way they did last year. I mean, like they only ended at the seventh seed, but if you think about it, like pull up all of those advanced stats and whatnot. This Mavs roster is like a historic offensive team, and that's crazy that you're built around like such an unprecedented team too. You have your 7-3 unicorn, Kristaps Porzingis. You have Luca, who is like a super passing savant. He's a killer shooter. He sees the court like crazy, and I really just think like this guy in his third year can really like make the big leap and really just show everyone that we have next. Like I feel like that's his claim. Um, but I feel like everyone's already so hyped on Luca. I have a kind of dark horse for MVP. I have one guy
Mm.
I want to call for MVP, and I think Westbrook can make one more run at it. Wow.
It's a
Why?
bold take. It's a bold
On the
take.
Wizards!
It's
On the
on
Wizards.
the
On the
Wizards.
Wizards, bro!
Are the
On
Wizards
the
that bad?
Wizards.
Are the Wizards that bad, man?
I mean,
No.
they've the past few years kasi parang it leaves a stain on your
It does. It really
yeah.
does. But hear me out, dude. Like, I think like even though you have John Wall and Westbrook who are like similar players, I still don't think that John Wall at any point was not I don't think John Wall ever surpassed Westbrook. I would always think that either
Yeah.
I'd take one for the other or it would be
Definitely.
Westbrook above. And even this year, like even though again you're still talking about the same player, I'll still take Westbrook over John Wall just because of his durability. And that's really it. That's really it. So I think that Westbrook could possibly put up 28, 8, and 7, for example. Let's say he puts up that number and takes the Wizards to like 7, maybe 6. Like, okay, let's say by some freak storm and Danny Avdija kills it this year and Davis Bertans let's say Davis Bertans puts up 6 month of the year like six man of the year stats this year, just like shooting it like crazy. I think that this Wizards team is still a better fit for him than any of the Thunder teams um Westbrook had. And
I agree. Yeah, yeah,
for
I
those
agree actually.
reasons, maybe he has like a dark horse chance.
As an
Giannis will put up
OKC
great
fan,
numbers.
as an
Diba?
OKC fan for the past what I don't know since 2012.
Yeah.
So I can definitely say this one's the best fit for Westbrook. The problem in OKC is that he's never been given that amount of shooters. I mean, Bertans and
Yeah.
then Thomas Bryant shoots from the three, and then you
Yep.
still and people are forgetting how good Bradley Beal was last season. He
Right.
averaged
Yeah.
30 points per game. So and then if you lift the burden of him creating and just getting like spot up shots, I feel like that, that's a good thing for Westbrook. And then you still have as Enzo said, then you have the man. I saw when I saw his highlights, I was like, I want
Yeah.
OKC to get him. And then he would and then he went to Washington and then Westbrook's there. So I was like, that's actually a dream come true for an OKC fan.
But you guys
Yeah.
got Pokusevski, didn't you?
Yeah, we did, but you know, he's like still on his rookie level.
Agree.
His body needs some
Fair.
work.
I hope I have all the hope in the world for Pokusevski. Dude's a freaking pterodactyl.
You know,
Yeah.
I hear everyone's cases for for MVP. I'm just gonna go. Everyone has their has yung favorites of LeBron, AD,
Ah.
Giannis, Luca. You know they're always gonna be there. But there are two people I really want to win
Go
MVP,
shoot
and
shoot.
it's not CP3 or Booker or Aiton. No,
I
no.
was gonna say
Ah,
Booker.
no,
Is it
Phoenix.
Ubre? Is it Ubre?
No,
I bet it's Ubre.
not Ubre. You mean Trash Bray, bro?
Trash Bray.
The Brick Man. Yeah, man.
Baka
No, no, no.
Cameron Payne.
Cameron.
Pain, literal
Cameron Johnson,
pain.
bruh. Basta yun, but there's two people I want to win this year. The first one is Steph. He has so many annoying ass haters, bro, online. And I think
Yeah.
warranted naman because it's for the past few years, I mean, he's been shimmying across all the teams and wiping them off the court for 3 quarters and sitting out the fourth quarter. He's had such a good team for so long and he's been dominating the decade for so long. Kaya ngayon na parang okay, he's been brought down to earth. Like he's being shat upon. So like people can make fun of him now, making those faces kapag they lose by 30 points or something.
Right.
But I want him to prove to everyone how good he actually was before Durant came in. But that's gonna
Agree.
be hard kasi, di ba, wala si Clay and like Draymond's still out. But if he does make that run, na parang, oh shit, the Warriors are good nga pa. He is the greatest shooter of all time nga pala. Um, I want that to be a legit case. And apart from Steph, there's this guy we haven't mentioned yet, and it's James Harden. I mean, I know he's getting fatter and he's going to strip clubs during, amidst restrictions. Pero I mean, the guy can drop 44, drink the night before, drop 44, drink again, then drop another 40 bomb the next day. And kung matitrade nga siya or not, I mean, I don't think that changes. He's always going to be the first option wherever he goes unless siguro pumunta siyang Nets. But like, uh, James Harden, man, if he makes his team win apart from like just posting up the numbers, I feel like he always has a legit case naman like every year. Like Harden
Yeah.
has a legit case. It's just that he's boring as fuck to watch because all he does is flop. You know, he drives and it gets free throws and stuff. Pero yeah, you can't argue with the fact that even if he's allegedly lazy to go to practice and like not doing that stuff, what if yun nga, you surround him with the right coaching and the right environment? What more could we see from Harden this
Right.
year? That'd be incredible. Pero yun nga, I mean like yeah.
I actually don't understand bakit ayaw niya maglaro. I mean, this team is actually good. This
Yeah,
team
the
still
thing
Christian
is
is
Wood,
actually
man.
good. I feel like
Christian Wood.
it's a huge upgrade over last season. I feel like John Wall is a better fit for Harden.
Yeah.
Christian Wood
Yeah.
is so well. He's not underrated because he's just new, but Wood is good. I think he's better than Cousins actually. And then yeah, you have Cousins who can still produce somehow. And I think the problem lang naman kasi sa kanila last season is that they kept on forcing that small ball lineup eh. I feel like
Yeah.
that was just their main problem. Even if they were like get if even if they were being destroyed in the paint, they kept on going for the small ball lineup. They had Tyson Chandler, who could actually be a good defensive big man for them. They didn't utilize him at all. I feel like kaya nga nagtataka ako bakit ayaw ni Harden maglaro this season.
But I'll always look back at 2018 and think of what could have been. That really was like if they had a chance to win, it was
Yeah.
up until the point that CP3 got injured, and then wala na, iyak na. Like really, man. Like I feel like for all of the 3-point shooting, like all the 3-point shooting that's come up in the league as of late, it's not that. It wasn't that they had five shooters on the floor. It was that they had CP3 who could and Harden who could pass like crazy. I feel like that's what people don't look at, and I think that's why I'd take Ben Simmons, and that's why I take the Ben Simmons trade any day. He's the only viable trade for Harden, if any. Like,
For
who else are
Harden,
you gonna
yeah.
get? Are you the
Really.
Nets? Are you gonna really give up Levert, Dinwiddie, Jarrett Allen, a
Please
mix of
don't.
those
That's
three
gotta be
guys?
like the worst trade rumor I've ever heard. Like, why would you give up so much value of your future, just for one guy who probably doesn't even want to play there?
Sounds
It's the
familiar
20.
ba?
Sounds
Yeah, it
familiar.
sounds
Sounds like
familiar, doesn't
8 years ago.
But the problem only kasi when you get Simmons and Wall,
I know that also does not make sense. And then I
yeah,
would flip maybe I don't know, either flip Simmons again or flip Wall because I can't see John Wall turning into a Bradley Beal type.
right? Yeah, I can't, and I don't think Philly is willing to give up more shooters. I mean, they've, I don't, I actually don't believe now that they're willing to trade Simmons. Eh.
Yeah.
you think they're
I
gonna
think,
trade Embiid instead?
cause, cause,
No.
No
no,
ren
no,
eh.
no. Yeah,
Between
kasi,
Simmons and Embiid, trade Simmons and every
yeah,
day, every day.
but I don't think it's gonna happen because they've built. I mean, their team for this season, they've built it around shooters. Eh. They've got Seth Curry, they've got Danny Green.
Yeah.
Gusto ko nag-iba yung
Yung-
tone ng
Pero
volume.
diba,
Parang
they've got
pumiyok.
shooters to. And actually, I saw this like two highlights nung I think their last game. I
Yeah.
saw two highlights now. Ben Simmons was passing crazy to Seth Curry and Danny Green. Ang ganda ng mga plays niya.
Yeah, they're
So I
looking
think,
good, man.
yeah, they're looking good naman eh. Pero yun nga, it just, Ben Simmons gets a lot of hate for just not having any shooting.
Which I feel like that's like a conversation that always gets had all the time. Can X learn to shoot? Can X shoot better from 3 points? But at what point do you give up on that? Like, diba, we say Giannis get a 3 point, Ben Simmons get a 3 pointer. I mean, we've seen Blake Griffin do it, but like, is that recreatable? Like imagine if 2018 Pistons, 2019 Pistons, Blake Griffin could time travel and play with Lob City. Like, how much better does that make Lob City?
Well,
And could we see that
the
again?
difference was back then they actually had a lot of shooters in Lob City. They had Jamal Crawford, they had Matt Barnes there. Nearly
Redick,
everyone
yeah.
in that first team. I think everyone except DeAndre, everyone that had value at least, except DeAndre and Blake were the only ones that didn't shoot from three. And Jamal Crawford pa is there, who's an absolute magician with scoring too. And JJ Redick. So, diba, parang it did at that time. Parang I guess Blake didn't really think na I don't need to learn how to shoot. Everyone else can do it for me.
I actually don't need Ben Simmons to shoot a three nga eh. Just mid-range. Just give him a mid-range shot. I'm good. Kasi
Fair.
he's not a threat from outside the paint kaya sobrang dali niyang depensahan. But like overall, he's a good defender. He can attack. Just give him if he just has that mid-range shot, I think he's good already.
The thing is that with his height, he can probably see like the entire floor just by standing still. So I think, diba, parang he's taller than most guard.
Yeah.
Actually, I think half. He's taller than like half the league in his matchups, diba, with his height. You can probably see the
Sino
floor
yan?
from
Sino
where.
yan?
See Ben Simmons. He's
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
like taller than half his matchups, diba. So he can
Yep.
I think he's
definitely
taller
see
than
over the
all.
floor.
He's not at all. Like who will guard him on the perimeter? That's his height.
Sabagay.
Yeah.
LeBron and KD. Maybe.
Giannis,
Giannis, sila lang.
ganun.
Giannis.
Sila lang.
I
Pero
don't
is
even think Giannis is
Giannis
the one to guard Ben. Like,
Giannis
don't
kay
they
Embiid
hide Yan?
right?
Oh, Giannis kay Embiid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who are we seeing sa West? Who are we seeing sa West? I feel like the Lakers, of course. Lakers lock.
I think that's a
Lock at
first.
one.
First.
Yeah, lock
Yeah.
at one.
Lock
Is
At
at two.
Clippers
worst
lock at
two.
2? Is Clippers a
Uh
lock
I'm
at 2?
putting I'm
Ikaw.
putting Clippers second on mine. Clippers
Yeah, I'm
second.
putting Clippers second. I feel like
and then
Ibaka's
after
a
ng
better fit.
Clippers doon na
Yeah,
mag
yeah.
Ibaka is an X factor. Ibaka is an X factor, dude.
Agree.
kung
So is
ma-hospital
Batum, by
niya
the
si
way.
Kawhi.
Batum is also a very big X factor.
I haven't
He
heard
can
that
shoot.
name in a
Batum's
while.
good.
Batum can shoot and play
Yeah.
maker. You just don't see it often because he looks pretty awkward on the floor because he's usually just standing in the corner. But if he
Right.
gets the ball, he knows where to pass and who to pass to. Honestly, if you watch the games,
Yeah, he's good, man.
Fair.
Batum's good.
the who do you
After
got in third though?
Uh,
I say Nuggets fall off.
this
The
is
Nuggets
where it
will
gets tricky.
fall down to 4 or 5. I claim Mavs third.
Okay.
Mavericks.
I
at
think
the
they can jump.
third.
If
Kristaps.
Porzingis is healthy,
If bar
Porzingis is
bar
healthy.
none. I think just by Porzingis growing and Josh Richardson and Luka Doncic jumping, I think third. But sige, let's say it, let's put Mavs at conservative 4-5. Who takes third? Rockets? Do Rockets go up? I think Rockets go
Blazers.
down.
I think Blazers.
Blazers
can go up.
can go up.
I mean, there's still the Jazz, there's still the Rockets,
I
there's
don't.
still
I'm
the
torn between
hopeful Phoenix
Rockets.
Suns.
between I'm torn between Rockets and Nuggets.
Yeah.
Why do you think
Okay.
Nuggets
Kasi
will
I
fall
haven't
off
seen
though?
Rockets play at a full strength kasi. Arte kasi nila.
They have nothing to lose. They have nothing to lose, and they also have nothing to gain by losing. So, like, why will they not go for gold
Yeah, I'm
every
putting
time?
Rockets at third.
Okay. I just think that Nuggets, I think for the Nuggets to get better, they have to let MPJ make his most improved
over.
player run.
Yes,
But for
sir.
that to happen, you're going to sacrifice, let's say 5 to 10 possessions in a game. And for me, I think that's enough for the Nuggets to lose around 5 to 7 games more this year, which I don't think will hit them at playoffs. I'm just saying, for them to really make the leap, MPJ needs to get his shots, and that means that they might not lose as much as just running the Jokic Murray pick and roll all the time. Kaya for me, 4 or 5 this year ang Nuggets.
We currently have Lakers at 1, then Clippers at solid.
Okay.
Like, I think Lakers Clippers solid 1-2. Then the
Right.
3, I think we can contest the 3. Enzo, you said the Mavs. I don't think the Mavs go up to 3 actually kasi KP is a big asterisk talaga.
Okay, yeah,
For
fair.
their success. Safe number 3. I mean, last year's number 3 was the Nuggets, but I think nga medyo magfo-fall off yung Nuggets rin. So baka Houston, pero malaking asterisk din yun because of James Harden, right? I mean,
Yeah.
if Harden leaves, I mean, they lose. Who knows how good they'll be.
But if he plays, I feel like they can do third.
He just does his thing, no? Like I don't need him to do much. He just needs to be him. Okay.
Yeah.
Fourth.
Kaya number 3 Rockets.
Jazz doesn't fall off. I feel like the only reason naman na 6 sila was because the Thunder made a surprise run last year.
Sir.
Diba?
Yeah, like what the
Yeah.
hell, man?
Pero fourth, I feel like it's a toss-up between Nuggets and Jazz.
Yeah.
I always
Nuggets
see
and
those two
Jazz.
teams as a match. I don't know why.
Yeah. Same here. They're a good match. Like last year, diba? Last year, their matchup was so entertaining
Yeah.
because of the Mitchell Murray.
Because of Mitchell Murray. But okay, here's the thing, and this is where I'm coming from na even the MVP race isn't as fun this year. Because I think the real fun is who goes from 5 to 8th. And more than 5 to 8th, it's actually 7th to 10th that I really want to see in the West. Because now it gets interesting. So yeah, let's say we give third to, let's say, okay, third Rockets, fourth and fifth is Nuggets and
Jazz
Jazz.
Nuggets, yeah.
Okay, six, seven, eight, six
Blazers.
Blazers.
I
Easy.
actually have Blazers on fifth here, and I have the Mavs in fourth. But yeah, with the big asterisk there, I think the Blazers because they can definitely go up. Parang it's
Yeah.
only up from here for them, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
Blazers,
just
no.
Jo-
if for Blazers.
Six, seven Blazers and then Mavs. Okay, now let's talk about eighth, dude. Kasi
Let's talk about Phoenix. Let's talk about
let's
Phoenix.
talk about
Yeah.
Phoenix.
Actually,
Let's talk about
actually-
Phoenix.
let's talk about Pelicans. Let's talk about, I don't know.
Memphis.
Wolves. Don't
Let's talk
forget
about
about
Wolves. Let's talk about Memphis. And Wolves,
That's a lot
Wolves
of
with
good ones.
Wolves has a dog, man. They have a new dog.
I actually have
Edwards and
on my eighth. I actually have the Suns there, but
Yeah.
my hot take for this is like the Timberwolves are gonna make the playoffs, and they're gonna upset the team. That's my
I
opinion.
like
That's my hot
that.
take lang. The Timberwolves are gonna upset some. I don't know who, but they're gonna upset someone. They're probably and they're gonna advance to like at least the second round, but then they're gonna lose there.
Timberwolves to the second round. That's
I think so. I think so. I
Damn.
think so. No, but this is a hot take, you know. Let's just
Yeah.
let's just
Yeah,
you
that's
know
a hot
parang
take.
for shits and giggles, you know.
Pelicans
but
kasi, I feel like merong kulang sa Pelicans eh. I don't know what, pero feeling ko may kulang to get
need
them
to-
over the hump.
They need to stop riding Zion because I swear to God, if I hear one more Zion, I love.
That's
They're ignoring
ESPN.
everyone
That's
else.
ESPN on you.
They're ignoring everyone else on the team, man. Like it's always about Zion. You got an entire team of good players there. Why are y'all looking at Zion as if he's like the Lord and Savior of the Pelicans? You got Ingram, who's probably doing way better in stats compared to Zion too.
Yeah. So, yun yung toss-up sa 8. Sa battle for 8. I feel like, ang sure out lang naman dito is Sacramento, OKC.
Let OKC fall off. It's fine.
Oh,
They can
Spurs.
take it.
Wait, Spurs.
No.
Nah, I don't think so.
Playing good, ah.
Who's there?
Pasok.
DeRozan
really
pa
who's
rin.
there?
Playing well, actually.
DeRozan, naluluma na dun si DeRozan, bro. Nagiging dinosaur na siya dun.
Or you don't think Spurs can battle for 8?
They can.
They can, pero
Um,
it's so tight kasi with Golden State pa nga. I wouldn't count Golden State out too
I'm
fast.
counting Golden State out.
Hey. I'm not a fan, but I'm saying lang they
They don't
probably
even have a bench.
James Wiseman, though, I really want to talk about James Wiseman because that guy is plug and play.
Yeah, that
Grabe
guy's
siya.
This
That guy's-
body's NBA ready.
Yeah, he's balling. He's like Chris Bosh type player na he can go inside and score. He can also leak out and then like shoot. Tapos he has good size, so kaya niya he can defend like his position and he's quick
Pangit lang
enough to
yung jump
defend.
shot niya.
Yeah, his jump shot
Usually
looks
he's-
bad,
Yeah, it's really
but
not bad.
but it goes in, bro. But it goes in, so I'll take it, I guess. Siguro. Yeah, may Warriors pa. TBH.
I don't think
Like-
Warriors. Do you think Warriors would go in? I don't think
I
so.
hope Warriors because if
I-
Warriors don't
for-
go in, then my MVP projection is just shit. It's just shit.
for
You need them
for
to.
ano lang, for Curry. I want the Warriors to make it just for Curry, but no one else.
Yeah. Is Draymond
But he-
injured? Is Draymond,
Draymond
injured? No,
is
he's
injured.
playing.
Draymond's
Draymond's
injured.
And then yung backup center nila si Marquise Chris, broken leg.
Yeah, na-injured din. Yeah.
What
That's
is up
rough,
with the
man.
medical staff of Golden State?
Si ano na lang
Man.
natira dun? Sino natira dun? Si ano? Who's their bench player na ano rin? Na forward?
Looney's still there.
Yun,
Yeah,
si
Kevon
Looney.
Looney.
Kevin Looney.
Siya na lang.
I think Jordan Poole.
But of the 8 teams we have right now sa
Okay.
sa West playoffs, I think the asterisks go naman. I mean, sure, Lakers, Clippers, I feel like sure then Jazz, Nuggets will go in. Mavs then. The Rockets, it's kind of shaky right now. If Harden won't be there, I don't think they'll be contending for a spot, to be perfectly honest. The Blazers, I know we always expect the Blazers to be good, pero for some reason, for some reason every year they're always like, what's happening with the Blazers? And then
Yes.
magiging like,
The other
wait,
team's
wait,
better.
yeah. And I don't know. I don't know with the Blazers. Medyo uh if they remain healthy though, like Nurkic, kasi that last season si Nurkic nawala, 'di ba? Kaya nag-drop sila. Pero when Nurkic got back, like okay, they fought for that, for that 8th seed. The Mavs are looking good this season so far.
Yung
And then
Nuggets yung losing, they're
Yeah, the
down
Nuggets lost.
to. This was their
yeah,
first win pala. This was Mavs' first win
Yeah, it
of
is
this
because
year.
they lost to the
Weird
Suns, diba?
standings.
They lost to the Suns last game.
did they lose to the Suns? They lost to the
Yeah, the Mavs
Suns?
lost to the Suns.
Yeah, hindi ko alam. Yes.
The Mavs lost to
Uy.
the Suns
I
in
didn't
their
see
first
that.
game.
My
Yeah. The
God.
Suns are 2-1. The Suns are 2-1. I'm happy with the 2-1, bro. I'm taking the 2-1. Um.
Let's hope it
you
goes
OKC's
name
on
well,
the top of the
dude.
standings
CP3.
nga eh. 1-0.
OKC.
O nga,
Ayun,
no?
can the Pelicans make it? Can the Pelicans make it? Can the Spurs
Pelic-
make it?
Pelicans, okay, one, Lonzo's jump shot, maganda na. Like, it's nice. It looks nice. It looks so much nicer. And I think that I feel like Lonzo is like the Markel Fultzes of the world. That are like, I just feel like because he was taken so high, it's all his fault. But that guy's a dog. He can shoot, he's long, he can play make like crazy.
He's a
And
great defender.
diba, he's a great
Yeah.
defender. Who will he catch on the fast break? He can throw it to Zion, he can throw it to Brandon
it to
Ingram.
anyone.
He can throw it to anyone. And BI is only gonna get better too.
Yeah.
I'd say asterisk this year, but like they're going to dark horse it up if they stay together.
You guys forgot the Memphis Grizzlies here because I think
Oh yeah.
I don't know if Jock can carry the whole team, but it looks like it's gonna be like that.
They sucked at the bubble.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they blew it. They blew it.
They didn't They didn't win a game. They
Yeah,
didn't
they
win a
didn't win a
game in the
game.
bubble. They were the complete opposite of
The
a
Suns.
team I have mentioned so many times today. But yeah, I'm thankful they didn't win because if they won at least one game, mawala na yung chance ng Suns. As in, like, they would be the chance of the Suns being there
Yeah.
would be like totally gone. But they didn't win, so cool. That's wonderful. Well, it's such a toss up, but the 8th seed toss up, I'm still picking Phoenix if ever it is like between those teams.
Yeah.
Feel ko yung veteran leadership ni CP3 will push them over the edge of making it. And then they'll get swept by the Lakers. Pero we'll see, We'll see what happens.
Yeah. I got Phoenix and Minnesota.
Ako rin. Minnesota Phoenix. There's something about
fair enough.
there's something about Anthony Edwards. You're seeing flashes of him being kind of a good player na nga eh. Like as early as now. I think he's gonna get good like pretty soon.
Pwede.
See Anthony Edwards.
And
Yeah,
I think like
LaMelo,
he's got the mental game. His head's locked in. I don't know. I just feel like his whole I don't care about basketball thing. I think that's like a good thing in the long run. Like he's funny. He's really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, medyo
He's
comedian
funny.
siya, no?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like they need
A1
that.
since
And I
day
feel like Kat and D'Lo will really like thrive with that guy being their third.
Yeah,
pick- their
compare
third-
that to when they had Jimmy Butler. Di ba medyo nagkauntugan sila dun?
Yeah. Oh, don't forget who did the Wolves fan love so much? Malik Beasley.
Beasley.
But
Ayun.
he's good, but he's going to jail. He's good, but he's going to jail.
Yeah, he's going to jail.
That
What?
guy.
Why? What did he do?
What happened?
Parang ano bang charges yun? May something eh.
Parang domestic abuse yata or something. I'm not sure. Maybe you can look it up. Pero I got him sa
Felony
fantasy.
charge.
No one was getting him. I got him
Violence.
for free. Violence.
Violence. 120 days lang naman. It's not that long.
But I got him.
Oh
I got
my
him.
god. And he's tied up with Larsa Pippen.
Yeah.
That whole debacle, bro. Nasali pa si Bronny.
My
Maganda
god.
din, maganda din ang bench ng Minnesota. Their backup guard is Rubio.
Yeah. Oh my God, I love Rubio back on the
Tawa ako
Wolves.
when he got traded. I was like, imagine Ricky
Galing
Rubio
yung
on the
place mo yan.
Wolves.
I'm so glad he's
Imagine.
back. I'm so glad he's back. He's back
OKC
home,
posted him
boys.
po sa IG ng team. And then he got traded a few days after.
Yun na, si Oubre din
Now,
ba?
if only they can, if only the Cavs can trade away Kevin Love no, with his fat contract.
And
No one wants to get Kevin Love because of his fat contract, man. It's kind of
and
sad, but you know.
and where do you put him now? Like really, like I feel like Kevin Love and Vucevic are two guys that I like. I mean, like amazing. Like if I were playing 2K, I'd love to have them on my team. But like, where do you put Kevin Love in 2021? Where can Vucevic go in 2021? And whose contract can he take? Whose spot can he take to make anything better? Like, I don't see it na.
Mag-tradean
It's
sila ng
sad.
contract. Si Vooch, si Kevin Love, Gordon Hayward, Al Horford, sila magsama-sama sila sa isang team. Go to Charlotte, my goodness.
Go Charlotte. Hindi magsama-sama sila lahat sa Seattle Supersonics in 2 years.
Oh, pwede. The rumor.
Sabi nila, they want to expand daw eh. Two
It's a
teams.
Las Vegas dealers. That's a legit team. You can find it on 2K, I swear. You can find it on 2K.
meron sila yung
Yung-
Aces.
Ah, yeah,
Yeah.
Las Vegas Aces.
Yung problem mo sa Vegas, parang ang hirap. Do they have like, yung home court? Kasi home court advantage. I know people in Vegas like come and go. Like it's not like talagang like
Parang hindi siya residential or something.
Yeah. Moving sa east.
Since
You know-
since we're on talk about Kevin Love, then let's move to the East.
Yeah. The first seed for the past few years have always been the Milwaukee Bucks. Is that going to be challenged by the Nets a regular season?
Hell yes. I think it will. I think
And
it
I
will.
don't
But
mind
the Bucks
that.
are obvious. The Bucks are second for me, obviously.
If
I think
not
the Nets
first,
will-
agree.
If not first, they're second, definitely.
Bucks second.
Yeah.
Toss up.
Sobrang toss up.
1-2, yeah, that's Bucks.
Yeah.
Do Raptors
Who's-
stay at third?
No,
Or-
they're gonna Traps are gonna fall off, man. They're gonna fall off.
I'm
Kawhi-
surprised they stayed up
Yeah.
last season. What more pa now? diba?
Yeah, actually.
They lost
Pero
Ibaka,
hindi
they lost Gasol.
The thing is
Yeah.
with last year was they only really lost Kawhi, but they still had the same core apart from Kawhi. And
Yeah.
Nick Nurse knew what to do with that team before Kawhi even came in. So they were still able to adjust none. But now they have a lot of missing pieces. I'm surprised Van Vliet stayed. I thought he was gonna leave it. But
Yeah, actually.
even with him back here, who's left, diba? Parang I don't think they're gonna be a contender.
Boucher. I want to see Boucher.
Chris Boucher.
blow up.
Chris Boucher do
He
be
had 7
balling.
blocks ata kahapon.
Grabe
But they still
siya.
lost, right?
Insane.
Lost
That's
after that.
insane. He's averaging 4.5 blocks a game, bro.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
Chris
Diba he's like a
Boucher.
G League MVP or something?
Yeah, he was G League MVP 2018.
That's cool.
Grabe yun.
And I think
But-
Raptors had the most free agent movements this offseason. They got Aaron Baines. And then
The God.
Yeah.
I love
Suns
Aaron
le-
Baines.
Suns legend.
I love Baines, bro. Baines is great. Pero
I
yeah,
don't think they're-
hindi sa third
Sige.
seeds.
Okay, let's slot them down to 5 or 6 for now. Who
What
jumps?
is-
Yeah.
I
Sixers,
think Miami
Heat?
jumps. Miami jumps a bit higher.
Miami jumps. Nothing changed. Duncan
Oh, yeah,
and
maybe-
Hero will just get better. Bam's gonna go up by 2 points more, maybe.
Sayang lang si
Heat-
Crowder. I kind of wanted him to say what
No,
si
Crowder's
Derrick Jones
playing.
din.
Crowder's playing. Shit, bro. For Phoenix, Crowder's playing. I got him in fantasy. He's not giving me anything, bro. He's giving me 2 points. 2 points, 2 assists, 3 rebounds. Anong klaseng stat line yun for a starter?
That's Jonathan Isaac on 2K then for some reason.
Harkless is not bad. Harkless? I don't know. Mo.
Mo Harkless, yeah, he's a good role player, but that's pretty much it.
And they also got Avery Bradley.
Oh,
That's
everybody.
an added
Avery Bradley,
asset.
okay.
I feel like Miami can go for third seed.
Over the Sixers, tingin nyo?
Over Celtics
Yeah.
pa nga eh.
Over
Oh
the
wait,
Celtics.
Celtics. Oh shit.
I actually sa original list ko, I was thinking Celtics third, but then I realized, okay, there's Sixers pa pala, and there's Miami. So maybe three, four, five. It's interchangeable. Celtics, Sixers, Miami.
What do you guys think of the Celtics? I don't know. I don't know how to judge them. They it
They
feels
actually
like
got good addition kay Tristan Thompson eh. Pero I think he's not performing as what's expected of him. He's
yeah.
not getting double doubles eh.
Mm.
So that's what
Which
The
is
double
what you
double
get him
king.
for.
yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was a
Got him
double
for-
double machine back in Cleveland.
Yeah. Pero yun yung missing piece nila eh. So I don't know. I feel like yeah, three or four, it's a lock for Celtics or Heat.
Yeah. Okay.
Tapos
Uh,
below nun, Sixers. I feel like the
Yeah.
Sixers.
I think
Make-
it's an easy give to the Sixers now because Pacers are gonna drop off too. I don't know. Like I love Oladipo. I have hope for him, but like I don't see Brogdon making a big jump. I don't see Sabonis making a big jump either. Even though the amount of Sabonis is crazy, diba? Unless what? Sorry, who am I missing? TJ Warren. Does TJ Warren like really blow out this year?
TJ
bubble,
Warren, man.
bubble
Bubble
MJ.
Warren.
The one hit wonder.
So again, 1-2 Bucks and Nets and Bucks. 3-4
Nets and Bucks.
Celtics Heat.
Uh,
5
3 4 Celtics Heat.
3-4 Celtics.
Five.
Heat.
5 Raptors, 6 Sixers. Do you think Raptors can hold it
Wait,
up
no.
above the Sixers?
I feel
no,
Baba-
like
I
the
think the
Baba
Sixers.
Raptors
pass.
are gonna fall off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Raptors go
I'm
6
going
for
5
me.
Philly.
5 Philly.
also.
I hear you. Okay, now
What
let's.
about Hawks? Hawks. What about the Hawks?
I love the Hawks, man. I have so much hope for them.
Bro,
I'm
they're
just sure they're
playing
making
great.
the playoffs. I'm just not sure what seed.
Feeling ko nga kaya nila to leapfrog Toronto eh. Pero I'm not sure. I mean, Toronto always looks underwhelming. Like,
Yeah.
kung
But
tingnan mo
they
sila on
surprise a lot
paper.
of people. Yeah.
But they're always top seed, diba? They're always like third seed.
It's Nick
or
Nurse, dude. It's really
fourth
Nick
seed,
Nurse.
Second seed. So, I don't know. Maybe below the Raptors. Maybe 7th for ATL. Pero, I mean, if they continue playing like how they're playing now, pwede nga top 5. Pwede nga something, if Trae Young, like, keeps this up.
I'm dropping the Raptors off the playoffs.
Ako rin, I'm dropping them off. I have the
dropping
Wizards
the
in 8th.
Raps.
Yeah, I got the Wizards in also.
Ay, may Wizards so pala. Oo. So wala ding
I got
wala
Wizards
din
eight.
you guys don't think the Pacers are making the playoffs, Pacers?
Para
Mm.
sa akin, medyo eh. Medyo
Fringe.
eh.
They're
Very
part of 6 to
fringe.
8. I'm just not sure where.
Yeah.
Kasi
Don't forget
I'm
my
basing
Wizards
it-
pa. Magic is
I'm basing it
gone.
dun sa mga natira eh. I don't think Chicago's not making it.
Oh
Yeah, for
no no
sure.
no.
Chicago.
Chicago's out. Magic's gonna fall off like crazy as well.
Magic
Cleveland's
is
out,
intriguing.
New York's out.
Magic is intriguing.
Why? What's with the Magic?
Fultz has been playing well, and Vooch is still consistent as fuck. And Terrence Ross is still a great spark off the bench. It's just that they can't get over the hump. But I feel like
Yeah.
they're a good 8 seed.
But Markel
Fair.
though. Markel is
Yeah, Fultz has been balling.
Oh, comeback season. He's
And he's only what? He's only 20 ba or 21? He's young.
Yeah. Pwede. But
So yung
I
6,
think
7, 8, I think that's lock for Pacers, Washington, ano pa yung sa Atlanta? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good toss up. Do you think Hornets
Nah.
can make
No.
a dark
Nah.
horse 8th run?
I don't think
Nah.
so, man.
We're not hyped on the LaMelo train.
I'm not.
LaMelo hasn't been
I'm
looking
not.
great so far.
Yeah, he
I
hasn't
mean,
been delivering. Looks like. Sa stats, that doesn't look like it.
I mean, I think he should start kasi I feel like he's not good off the bench. I think he should start.
I'm
Or
not
maybe
watching
they
their
trade
games.
away
He's
either
bench
Rozier or
pala.
Graham. Yeah,
He's bench
off
pala.
the
Who's the
bench.
starter? Who's the starter?
Rozier
Rozier?
and Graham.
Ah, okay.
well, Rozier, will you bench Rozier for LaMelo? Rozier's been pounding 40 plus points siya recently.
Maybe it's
diba?
because he's starting. That's why he's scoring like that.
Mhm. I feel
Kasi
like it's a
momentum.
balance kasi if you put Rozier off the bench, I feel like it's a better fit for LaMelo because Graham can play off the ball. Rozier can't. He's a shot creator. So I
Yeah.
feel like it's a better fit for LaMelo to start.
Yeah, yeah. Def, most def.
What about the Pistons? What do you guys think of the Pistons right now?
Wala, puro G League nga players na. I don't even know like half of their roster.
Derrick Rose lang.
Derek
Derrick
Rose
Rose,
lang.
Derrick Rose, and then Jeremy Grant, Blake,
Tsaka si Blake, yun lang.
I
then
think they
who?
want
Ah,
Jeremy
sino?
Grant to like be like a second option there. Like
Yeah, I
Jeremy
think he
Grant.
scored 30 points the other day.
Grabe yan.
Pero,
But
Yun lang.
pangit ang
Yeah.
lineup nila, promise.
Yeah. There's not much
man.
carrying them. You got old Blake Griffin and old Derrick Rose, and that's it.
But I really want Obi Toppin to succeed.
Yeah,
I
I'm a
feel
fan of him.
he's so refreshing to watch, man. Like dude's
Ganda ng Dayton highlights niya eh.
grabe no.
Malas lang siya kung saan siya nagland.
Yan lang. New York.
think he
Mala's success wise, but he loves New York. He's a New York
Yeah,
guy.
he's a New York boy. Yeah.
So okay lang.
The
You
Knicks
think,
though.
you think he's kicking himself na parang, damn it, I'm in the Knicks.
I mean, who
Umiyak
is
na
it?
siya eh.
Should have gone to Brooklyn. No, I'm kidding.
Umiyak siya
Which
pero at what's
Years of
the
sadness,
reason?
though.
Labo
But
na
that's really
naman ng
sad,
Knicks
man.
roster.
Ano?
Labo na naman ng roster ng Knicks. Dati puro mga big man. Ngayon puro wing.
Puro forward.
It's crazy, dude. Like, I just want Mitchell Robinson and RJ Barrett to have a good future. Like, those guys look really promising. RJ Barrett looks so good in college, but he's on the Knicks.
But he's on the
Mitch
Knicks.
Robinson. He's not getting the minutes he deserves. Pero, galing yun eh.
Iyak lahat ng fantasy owners, no?
Yeah, lagi yung blocks tsaka rebounds niya. And he does it in like,
Crazy,
what, 20 to 25 minutes?
Yeah.
Crazy guy.
So ito yung tanong ko sa inyo before we wrap this up. Like I want to know if you guys have any bold ass predictions for this mga Stephen A. Smith kind of hot takes for the 2021 season. I can start. I'm predicting,
Go
bro.
for it,
I'm
dude.
predicting Phoenix 4th seed. I'm predicting Phoenix 4th seed. No one can fight me on that. Jazz Nuggets, step out of the way. We got a new guard big man tandem in town. It's called the Valley Boys system. Bro, CP3, Booker and Aiton. That's the old man and the young guns trio. Bro, you can't stop that. That's going to be 4th seed in my book. If they don't land in the 4th seed, shave ko buhok ko, bro. That's
Is that a promise?
Wait. Can we say that again? Can we say that in full sentence format? That full claim, loud and clear for all of our viewers.
Oh, man. I forgot that.
But it's a very bold claim, and I look forward to seeing it come true.
4th seed for Phoenix, man.
4th seed.
It's time. Suns, the Suns, 4 letters in the name. 4th seed, easy. Go Enzo.
Aaron
you
has
have-
four. Aaron has 4 letters in the name, and he may not be with the Suns, but
Suns legend.
okay. I honestly, genuinely think that Michael Porter Jr. is ready to like make the leap this year. Like, I'm so hot on this guy. Like, he sees that he can be the X factor. I really think it's gonna be him and Ball that really make big jumps this year. But like,
Okay.
he has to go from playing 18 to 21 minutes a game. Like, that guy can be the dog. Because what I keep saying about the Nuggets is that like, Jokic is a great guy. He'll never jump to MVP, but he'll always be there. Like, he'll always be great. He's like Tim Duncan. He's really European Tim Duncan is what he is. Jamal Murray, spotty. Like, he showed such great promise in the bubble. But like, he's no Donovan Mitchell. He's no Devin Booker. I don't think that he can produce, and he really hasn't been producing these first few games. I really think that like if there's a window for him to jump, it's now, and he will. Like he has the tools for it. He has the body for it. He has the height for it. he's like so offensively talented. I'm so surprised he got taken so low, but I think that MPJ is gonna be a household name, and maybe like my dream top five MVP race for the coming years is it goes Luca, Giannis, Tatum, MPJ,
Oh
and
wow.
ball. I'm kidding. But
That's
yeah,
that's pretty that's pretty effing bold, bro. Ball, ay
yeah.
ball. MPJ. Yeah,
MPJ
kinda.
will get 20 points, 6 rebounds and 5 assists.
Kao Cisco.
Sa akin, SGA wins MVP. Joke lang.
Nah, bro.
OKC
Frank Ntilikina,
proceed.
Frank Ntilikina MVP.
He doesn't even
French
get minutes.
Prince.
Pero hindi. I guess it's the same yung sabi ko kanina. I think Lillard for MVP.
That's pretty
I
bold.
think, yeah, when I
Yeah.
saw kasi
That's
yung
something.
mga writers, when they were vying for sino yung mga predictions nila, it's actually puro Luka or LeBron or AD or Giannis. So, yeah, let's go with small market teams and let's go with Portland and Dame winning MVP. I feel like it's a good recognition for like how Westbrook won it for OKC. I feel
Yeah.
like it's more than an award for himself, but it's an award for the team. So as long as they're just in the they're going fourth seed over the Suns. Just saying. But yeah, if they go third, fourth seed, Port Dame can win MVP.
All right, we'll see. We'll see. Let's go small
And
market
Robert.
teams. Huh?
Let's go Milwaukee and
market.
Giannis with the super max.
Rob.
I actually have three takes that can happen
Oh,
and
three
that I
takes.
think or actually more like want to happen. The
Go
first
for
one
it,
is
bro.
the Timberwolves are gonna make the playoffs and they're gonna upset someone. I said that earlier, but I really feel like as early as now we're already seeing flashes of um of an Anthony Edwards All Star in him, and I think over time as the season goes on, the chemistry between this young team, is just gonna grow. Because I feel like Cat and D'Lo, they mesh with this guy a bit better than the other teams they've had the past few years, and I think that's gonna be a huge factor. Like the togetherness of this team is gonna be a huge factor in them making the playoffs at least eighth seed, and I think maybe even seventh seed to upset the Clippers, please. They deserve it. No, but yeah,
Okay.
that's one thing. The second take I have is after this season, the Sixers are gonna get dismantled if they don't win. They're gonna get dismantled. I bet it. Like if they lose this season, wala na yan. They're gonna start over. The process is over. They're gonna start from rebuilding again. They're gonna. Who's their coach right now?
Isn't it Doc? It's
Sino?
Doc. It's
Yeah,
All
it's
Doc
right,
Doc.
yeah.
Rivers.
Okay,
It's
I don't
Doc,
have
bro.
much hope for them. I still don't have much hope for them then. They're not gonna. I think they're gonna get dismantled. My final one is Jeremy Lin will return to the NBA and he'll be a contender for sixth man of the year.
I love
That's
it.
that.
I love it.
I want that to happen. I hope it'll happen. Jeremy Lin, the passion in this guy. I follow his social media because his passion is something to
Yeah.
admire, and I feel like he's already been planning his comeback for like the past few months, and I think if he finally gets signed by a team, any team, kahit Golden State yan, I don't care. He's gonna be his heart is gonna carry him to be at least a contender for sixth man of the year. Maybe not. Maybe we won't see Linsanity anymore, or we're probably gonna see some flashes of that, because in this league now we need a lot more playmakers and spot and shooters to compete in this league. And I think Jeremy Lin has that potential to be that guy, that second team guy. And let's not forget in the CBA, he carried his team to the finals. They lost, but he carried his team to the finals there. And I think even though those leagues are different, I think that has a lot to show for. For him, his game continues to grow. And yeah, that's
Yeah.
my final take.
Yeah, definitely. Okay? Linsanity sixth man version for 2021.
Yeah, I hope so, man.
Let's go.